Okie dokie then. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I will be guest hosting a BPL 16v16 CT versus Apex. I'm just getting loaded in here. I know that the teams are ready and waiting. I'm going to be getting this up on Facebook here momentarily. And they have already begun. Is that what I'm seeing here? It does appear to be the case. All right. Off to a quick start. We are going to see CT breaking out with an early start, taking Alpha, Bravo, and wrapping around to Echo. But Apex with the counter early, pushing all the way up into the spawn, getting Alpha and taking Bravo. And we have a huge push back up onto Alpha here. We'll see whether or not they can push through and retake their home flag. Apex does have CT pinned back in their spawn here a little bit. If they can hold that spawn, this will be looking really dirty. But we do have CT with Echo, plenty of room to maneuver. Getting a couple rats out to Charlie here. This will be interesting. Oh! And we do see Omni taking out Big Country there. Keeping the spawns locked down. If he can get these revives and retake Charlie, they'll be looking pretty solid for a little bounce back here. I like that move by Omni. He doesn't realize there's one more hanging over behind Bravo there, or Charlie there, but we do have Apex pushing out onto Bravo, retaking Alpha as well. Oh no. CT is retaking Alpha. I apologize, I was mistaken. And here we're going to see a ton of Apex pushing up into Bravo here, but CT still does have some guys on the outside, whether or not... Oh, you want to see some Lamar? Alright, we'll get a little Lamar action in here. Where's he at? Give some LeVar some lovin'. And he does know that he's got a couple above him here. We'll see if he can get... Oh! He's not able to get those crossbow grenades off before Moneymaker puts some shoe shot rounds in his face. Brandino with the revive. We'll give Lamar another chance here. Rocking that bar. We know he does it dirty with the bar. He knows he's got one in the hallway ahead of him. They are spawning on him though. Oh, but he's gonna. Oh, he does take the shots. But he does go down icky bicky with the Annihilator Trench. Debo's just about solo left out on Bravo here. Let's see what he can do with it. If he can hold off this huge push by Apex. He does take down one. I don't think he realized where that other one got taken down from. Oh, okay. The other guy got pinched from the other side. CT with a bunch of revives on Bravo, but Apex still's got the majority. See if they can even it out. And here we see CT bouncing back, taking Delta, taking Bravo. They are holding the middle of the map here, but Apex with Alpha and Echo, plenty of room to maneuver. Debo missing his shots on Greedy. We're going to check out this push down on Charlie. This is going to be dirty. Come on, country. He does go down by Havoc, that Farquhar Hill Storm. Lamar with the flank on Charlie. Huge opportunity. Does take out one. But he does not know where the other guy just got killed from. Gets the hip fire. The Surgeon going down quickly with that hip fire. That bar, just those couple rounds can do you so dirty so quick. They do clear Charlie. But I don't think they realize they have guys coming from Charlie spawn over Delta's side. They're all looking the other way. Ah, there they go. They know it well enough. Lamar with the headshots. Let's see what else we got going on. Apex does have Alpha, their home spawn, and pushing behind him into Charlie here. Time Spinner trying to put down some support fire, but he is going to get caught out of position there. Ty Guy returning that bar. WJB trying to keep his teammates alive over there, but he is going to get caught. Oh, the dynamite action. He knows he's got more, but they're going to get those chain revives. Takes down Havoc, but Weary Pup with the AT rocket gun sees to it that he is traded. Alright, so Apex taking Echo, Bravo, Alpha. We do see CT taking Delta and pushing back around to Echo here. Brandino knows that they're coming from that side on Bravo, but he misses the shot. Gonna try and heal himself there, but Moneymaker pushing in quickly to make sure he doesn't. And we're gonna see Moneymaker taking out a couple more on Echo here. But he is quickly taken down. I do want to see this push onto Echo, though. They're in great... Oh, they don't have a way through the door. Fearless. Fearless has got to have stuff. He's got to get through that door. Fearless as the assault here has to have something. Okay, they do get through the door. But both of them taken down. That took way too long, in my opinion. As soon as that door was locked for him, they should have been pushing through or dynamiting through it. And Red Rider does take down Salty Bastard in that hallway. He's going to push through to Bravo. But quickly returned. Greedy Greeny, making sure he doesn't flank around him there. Apex flanking back around to Echo. Let's get a little action here on Bravo. And we see Brandino taking a couple careful shots. Not seeing the guy in the corner. Soldier for life. Making him pay for it. Pretty close game so far. We do see Apex, I think that push up into the spawn quick and early is going to pay off for him. But CT can definitely capitalize on this. They got a lot of guys rolling up onto Bravo if they can push through and keep Apex off the flag. I think they're really just getting caught between flags here. Red Rider getting a couple good grenades up there, getting some damage, but again, it's just you know, catching them off the flags here that's really gonna make those points up, you know. But unfortunately, it does look like CT with gaining Bravo are going to be losing Delta, or at least maintaining. This is a nice little 1v1 here with between Balsamic. Who else we got on that other side there? I don't know. Balsamic trying to head glitch there through that window. He knows he's got him pinched on that left side. The other guy doesn't see him. He doesn't know where he is. Balsamic's got help outside on Delta, and he knows he's got him pinched in that that room there now. I would be pushing him, in my opinion. He doesn't know where he went. Or we lost him. There he is. And he does take down it was Wiki. We are going to have a little bit of a standoff out on Charlie here. Surgeon taking down both. They will, Apex will hold Charlie. Big fight over Alpha. But it looks like just about everyone on both teams going down. Salty knows he's got some coming through the boiler room here. Just trying to maintain control of that hallway. He is gonna get one. And switches to the sidearm for two. I like that. Slick move by Salty Bastard there. Lamar trying to hold down the Alpha spawn. Not taking those shots at first. Not sure what he was looking at. He wasn't seeing what I was seeing. Maybe distracted with his map or something. He does have quite a bit coming through from Charlie. He's open on his left though, and I don't think he knows it. They are going to wrap on him here. Let's see. Oh, he's not going to see him. And he's going to go down from WJB in that infamous Farquhar Hill Optical. How he only has 36 stars with that thing at this point, I'll never know. Alright, let's check this out. We do have Apex taking Alpha again. They really like that back cap on this one, or are liking it this round. We do have Apex again making a wrap on to Delta. This is not looking good for CT here. They're really just getting caught bunched up on Charlie. You know, they're spawning out on Charlie, trying to break back into Alpha here, but it might be a little too late. Apex just kind of putting a nail in the coffin on this one, I think. Trash Can Trev catching them trying to rotate back. We are going to see Tweaks, CT get a couple kills pushing down into Alpha. Surgeon laying on the ground putting down some fire, making sure they don't make it through that hallway. But see, this is what I mean. We've got CT with a couple rats out on Echo here, but they've got, you know, an uncontested Bravo. They could be easily ratting a couple of those guys out there, or using a squad spawn to you know, spread some of those players out. But it really doesn't look like they're taking advantage of it. Soldier for life waiting on that squad spawn before he pushes in. They are going to take out one. They know they've got one more. But Red Rider does get them both with the Automatico. He is going to keep taking Echo. He's going to get that squad spawn. That was super clutch. Now CT needs a whole bunch of people to spawn on Echo. Apex pushing through Alpha onto Charlie. They are going to take control of that. But CT following behind him, going to retake Alpha. This death ball action over here between Echo and Delta is going to be rough. Red Rider with the Automatico gets one. He doesn't see the second, or maybe he did. He is going to get both. He doesn't realize that the entire squad, or two squads rather, flanked behind him to Echo. He's just trying to push through to that Delta flag. Let's see if he can flip this back around. He gets taken down by Salty Bastard. I really liked that wrap from Apex over to Echo. We got Eddie pushing up onto Bravo. They're really going to have to pull some moves on this one to pull the tickets back close. They're about 70 tickets away right now. They're really just fighting for tickets at this point. They're trying to get it as close to 500 as they can. Eddie has no idea how many he has around him and gets taken down after that quick revive. Wet Old Dog, I agree. Salty putting in some work. A whole bunch of action here between Alpha and Bravo as Apex follows them around and takes Bravo behind them. We're going to have CT trying to hold them inside Bravo here. Lamar taking some shots. He doesn't see the guy that made it out. He's in front of you. Monaco with the extended, making him pay for it. Balsamic with a really good wrap, but taken down the hallway of Vocable Harbor with the Fedorov. I do like the Fedorov on maps like this. Here we're going to see Brandino pushing on the wrap. The wrap on Bravo. He's got a whole bunch left of him. I don't know that he's going to see him before. Team player going for the revives instead of the kills. They're taking Bravo quickly, and he's going to end up getting that kill. Good play. A couple more revives. Just try and close out the round strong. They do still have more ahead of him in the corner. I don't know if they saw them there. He did not. Spins around, but he does see him now. Gets time spinner. And he does see the one under the bridge, but Trash Can Trev getting the quick shots. CT not able to take Bravo as quickly as they wanted to. And that is going to be a quick first round. And there we go. We are going to see Apex take it 500 to 442. Scores from kills, definitely a contributing factor there. 30 tickets. But you know, some of those differences can happen when you have that death ball action. If you don't have the majority of flag caps and you catch yourself all on one flag, it should be immediately to split the squads and spread out. Let's get a couple shout outs here. Red Rider dropping 32 and 14. Debo 23 and 10. We got Lamar staying alive with only the 9 deaths, but not as many kills as we would hope to see from him. And Omni 25 and 14. On the other side, we got WJB as usual dropping huge bombs 30 and 9. Big Country 22 and 9. And Trash Can Trev really impressive 38 and 7. And Can't Ignore Moneymaker down there 26 and 8. Huge game by Apex there. The game was actually closer than you know, the scoreboard may suggest there. But I think CT's biggest improvement there could really be, you know, working on those squad spawns and splitting when they catch himself, you know, deathballing a little too much. I'm PG. I'm you know, notorious for deathballing, but we've been trying to catch ourselves when we do early so that you know, we don't pay too much for it. I think CT needs to try and do the same. I think we did lose one from either side here. I don't know if that's from substitution or connection problem there, but we are going to get the second side, round two of Fort DeVoe here for us, and we should quickly see whether or not CT can pull it back from Apex here. I am going to go ahead and share this on Facebook a little bit. If you guys happen to know anybody uh, that would appreciate seeing the stream, Apex CT, thank you for having me. I know that usually there is a another channel, Comica, streaming these games, but I am here this evening. So if you know anyone that would usually tune in that is unable to or not watching because they would usually be watching Comica, shoot them my way. Let's get some hype up in here for these guys. This was definitely one of my more anticipated matches for this bracket. I am going to shoot this over to BPL here on Facebook, so Comica can give it a little share there as well. Let's see. Alrighty, and we're just waiting for a start time here from one of the teams. Yes, Archiekins, we know that I am babyface, but I am not going to have the webcam up this evening for the stream, so sorry to disappoint. Alrighty. I see Jay tuning in on Facebook, giving Lamar shoutouts. What up, Jay? Shando saying GG both teams. Newton, where'd Weary go? I am not sure. He may have dropped. He may have been one of those that dropped out. We are waiting for one more from CT. Yeah, Whittle Dog. They did come back. CT did come back a little bit those last couple minutes, but they needed to hold down that majority cap for a little earlier, a little longer. Yeah, Archie and Lions. I was cracking up with some of those reaction times. Archie, I am forever dropped from PG. Forever leader and dropped from PG. Jay, DC5 Jaws, what up, homie? Giving shout outs to the guys on Facebook because I don't know their names. What are you guys expecting on this one? I know we're waiting on one more CT guy to join back in, but I'm curious if you guys think that CT can pull this one back, or if we'll see another repeat of Apex pulling away in the lead there. I'd like to see CT fight it back. I'd like to see them come out really strong and hold down an early lead. I just like to see good games, you know? So I'd like to see CT fight it back and get pull this match into a 1-1 round tie. And there, we are gonna have to see CT get, more than about an 80 ticket win here to take the map from Apex. Do we have start time? We may be having a little connection issue here if CT's still waiting on one more to connect. Archie, you're ridiculous, man. Cracking me up, but it's pretty funny. Archiekins with that 9.2 KD. That's what dreams are made of. Love that. Smurf accounts for the win. And we had Red Rider disconnect. That might just be kicked for inactivity. Probably so, as it's now been 6 minutes into this second round here, waiting on CT to reconnect. Party foul there. There we go, he reconnected. Alrighty, and so on this side, I think that we're gonna see Apex pushing out really, really heavy on the spawn. I think they may just leave a couple on Alpha. I'd like to see CT do the same and push all the way through Delta to Bravo, and really bring it down to a gunfight. Um, they didn't seem to push out as heavy on the last round, and I think it cost them early. I'd like to see them try and get the 3 cap on Delta Bravo Echo and hold them out on Alpha Charlie. We know that Apex is going to have those rats and really try and wrap on them, but I think that's CT's best bet off the start here is Delta Echo Bravo and pushing Bravo heavy off the spawn. I feel like Delta is fairly easy to defend from the Charlie push, other than from Boiler Room in the middle. But yeah, I just want to see CT stay in it. Going to be looking for big moves from Trash Can Trev, WJB, Big Country on that side. On CT, I definitely want to see. Omni definitely put up some numbers last game. See what he can do. Lamar, I think, definitely needs to step up the infantry. We know he can deliver some more kills than he did that last round. And I think Red Rider putting up a lot of kills. See if he can carry a little harder than he had. And we get the 16th CT player in. We are going to be getting a spawn time here in a moment. And let's see how this round 2 is going to pan out. For those just joining in, Apex did take round 1. Oh, Dort. Fire King says Dort. Can't forget the Dort and that infamous Hell Regal. You know he'll be rocking that on this one, automatic or Hell Regal all day. That's just his style. But, yeah. Let's see if we can get it. Hopefully it'll be at 10 minutes here. And we'll get going quickly. Just waiting on a spawn time here, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that my dog doesn't eat my pizza. Evocable Harbor with the party foul spawning in too soon. And there goes the spawn. Okay. No penalty there. He didn't even move, but just an observation. Jumping the gun, false start. Let's see what kind of spawn we get, what kind of breakout. We're going to see Apex's huge push to Bravo as expected. CT with a big push from Delta and Echo. This is the move I wanted to see. Lamar, get it. But see, they're not pushing through onto Bravo. And he does get caught in the hallway. Moneymaker taking him down with the Parabellum. This is the fight I wanted to see. But I thought they were going to beat him onto Bravo. They did not. Apex pushing through. Exactly what they needed to do to catch him on the spawn. Catching them off the flag. They are going to get some of those chain heals on Bravo. And Apex to secure Bravo. We do have CT ratting out onto Alpha. Looks like Lamar might be the guy to watch for those ratty flanks. He is going to start capturing Alpha for CT, but he's going to have to try and hold it down. He's hopping off the flag. I don't like that move. They are pushing on to Bravo here, but I don't think he realizes what an opportunity they gave up there. Oh, they do have some players pushing back onto Alpha. Okay. Apex taking control of Charlie, ratting back around to Delta. It won't let me get over to him there. That drop shot, though. Telus is able to take down God's Reaper and get the revive. They're going to start taking Delta. And they're going to lock themselves in, almost ensuring that CT is not going to be able to approach from the outside. They are going to go for the revive on WJB, but I don't think he realizes he's got the guy behind him. He doesn't. Red Rider coming in with the Automatico from behind. And they're going to attempt to take back Delta. Red Rider, I don't think he realized that that guy was right there next to him. His big country still hanging out. So we do have a fairly even split on Bravo here. Let's go up here and see what we got going on. Apex staying off the flag. CT holding down the flag, but we really don't have a lot of CT guys dedicated to the flag, so we may just see Apex move on to the flag and take Bravo here. CT taking Charlie away, but they don't. They obviously don't realize they've got an uncontested Alpha flag right ahead of them. I'd love to see one of those guys push through onto Alpha. Apex taking Bravo away from them, and taking Echo away. But I'd really like CT to spread out a little thinner here. You know, push around to some of those uncontested flags. Red Rider, I don't know if he was looking at his map or what, but Time Spinner just running right up on him. But it is okay, because one of his teammates was able to clutch that out over on Charlie. Apex seems to have WJB and Monaco just hanging out. Seems like at this point, Apex with the 3, almost 4 cap seem to be playing a little defensively. But I mean, at this point, why wouldn't you? Time Spinner pushing up and pays for it. Monaco with some quick shots over on the remaining guys on Charlie. But he's going to be in a rough spot here. Uphill fight. Monaco knows he's got to take out this guy. And he is going to get the kill. But I don't know if he'll stay alive. Balsamic does take him out before he can get any of the revives. So here we see CT pushing back to Delta. Time Spinner trying to stop him. Slow him down at least. He is going to get one. Debo getting caught in the crossfire. We're going to see if he can get this flank here. Gets one, but Weary Pup takes him down right off the spawn. And here we have CT pushing through on Delta. Dort with a little pre-fire action. And going to catch a couple of the guys right off the spawn. But he's going to lock himself in to try and ensure the flag cap. And he is going to get one more. Being chased from behind. And the bill hook. Did not see that one coming. Surgeon trying to hold down Delta. He's got a lot of CT in there with him. Apex getting a couple revives, but I don't think it's going to be enough. CT going to push through and try and get the kills here. But Evocable Harbor trying to keep him at bay with that dynamite there. Apex with the huge squad spawn. And the chain heals. But CT just seemingly relentless in those that push. But we do see Apex with those clutch squad spawns taking Delta. Eddie trying to get a lucky shot through the window, taken down by Big Country. That Fedorov definitely a favorite on this map. That automatic fire, really hard to beat at close to mid-range. Debo with that Farquhar Hill overlooking Charlie. WJB trying to get a wrap on him. Pretty even thus far, but Apex definitely taking a little bit of a lead. Still within striking range from CT, though. I'd like to see some really aggressive action from CT here, but it looks like they're sort of getting caught off the flags. Lamar doesn't realize the guys just took out his teammate from behind there. He's trying to rotate. He does see where they're coming from, but he doesn't know that there's 3 of them right ahead. And he's taken down quickly. Apex will be taking Charlie. Yeah, the death ball is real. The death ball does seem to be in full effect. Apex rotating around onto Bravo, Charlie. Trying to hold them off on Echo. Big Country getting the clutch revive. They got a couple here. We'll see if they can keep them off and keep them from taking Echo from behind them. Jay saying, let's go CT. They are still close enough to react to this. But they do have to make some changes quickly. Country keeping those revives, keeping them in the round, and they are going to hold down Echo. CT with the death ball on Charlie again. Apex overtaking Bravo quickly. See, that's what I... Okay, see, there we go. CT caught themselves in a little bit of a ball, breaking up quick. I'd like to see at least a couple of these guys pushing out onto Alpha. Or pushing through Alpha onto Bravo. Balsamic and his squad mate, Eddie, pushing on the top bridge on Bravo here. They know they've got people around, but they don't know where. Greedy, taking them out from behind. And Apex will hold Bravo for the time being. Time Spinner and Apex retaking Charlie. They know they've got a couple ahead of him. He does get the kill. He doesn't know that he's got people spawning behind him. He may now, though. WJB going down quickly first. Time Spinner going to get the revive off. He does. WJB choosing to go for the kill instead of getting the chain heal. He maybe come back for it. Monaco gets the revive. They've got a whole squad that just squad bombed on Charlie ahead of them. They will have to do something about it before they can take that flag. Time Spinner gets a nice little two-piece, but Lamar does get the kill on him. That will probably mean that CT will be able to take Charlie there from him. Trash Can Trev trying to get the wrap on Charlie. He spots Debo trying to wrap on him, gets the headshot. Whole bunch ahead of him, but I don't know. Looks like he ran out of ammo. And one of them does pick up the kill. We do have Brandino caught in a little bit of a pinch. Vocable Harbor coming up behind him with the machine-gun pistol. I like that. Mixing up the guns there. Taking out Vocable Harbor, getting IDC as well before they're able to flip it around. All right, so looks like a pretty evenly split round or map at this point. We've got CT, Alpha, Bravo, Echo, and we have Apex trying to hold down Charlie and Delta. Monaco getting the first shot, but not being able to take down Eddie there. And we do have CT wrapping on Alpha, trying to get the flank on Charlie. They really need to make it outside to the edge of the map there if they're going to be effective looking over the flag there. Brandino getting some good shots, taking down Pelsis there. CT flanking behind on Apex. This is what I mean, though. These are the plays that you need to make. Not like that. But getting those flanks and be able to get on the flag, hold down the flag, instead of getting caught in between. Seems like we do have CT trying to take Delta. Ty gonna get a nice two-piece there. He knows he's got more ahead of him. And he does get the third on Pelsis. Pushing through the spawn. A move I like to see. But he is going to go down from Fearless. Saying, hey, my Hell Regal likes your face. Nice nade by Time Spinner through the doorway there. He's going to try and keep Alpha contested. He knows he's got one on the other side of that sandbag. And he is going to start taking shots. But does go down from Reaper in that bar. The bar just seeing a lot of action again recently after that last patch. I feel like we saw a lot of Parabellums, a lot of IMGs, and the bar definitely making a good comeback. Apex making a strong push up into Alpha. Nice little flank on Charlie here, but I don't know how much they're going to be able to do with the entire squad getting taken out there. CT. CT with a nice 3-4 cap there, but Apex will retake Alpha, or is trying to. Seeing if Dort can slow him down a little bit. He only has 2 ahead of him. With teammates coming to help, they did get the squad bomb. But he is going to take some shots. He didn't see the guy to his right there. I'd like to see him push through on the flag right now, but there we go. Surgeon, Parabellum. With the revives, he does get the clutch, and CT looks like they will be retaking Alpha. An interesting split here. We've got CT taking Alpha, CT taking Bravo. But Apex is pretty much flipping it on them. Taking Echo, Delta, and Charlie. We're going to see pretty much just a mirror of what we had a few minutes ago. Apex just keeping that rotation really, really strong here. Lamar getting the jump on Time Spinner there. Monaco gonna go for the revive. But we had Frostbite getting a kill, getting traded. Whole lot of trading going on. But Apex with the chain heals gonna take Delta. But get taken shot from behind. But Ryder does get the little double kill on him back to back, making sure he doesn't come back. Frostbite now taking an uncontested Delta. See, this is what I'm saying. It's just kind of weird. You've got almost entirely uncontested flags. Teams either not keeping any players there, or not delegating any players for that flag. And then Apex, here just rotating into essentially an uncontested flag. We're going to see if Eddie can make some moves up on Bravo here. You know he's got enemies on the flag. He's going to try and contest. He doesn't know where they are, though. He's got teammates following. Apex getting chain heals. Chain revives. Putting shots down, but not able to take any of those kills. He's going to bipod up. Try and get something going. Able to get one before Wiki spins on him. Wiki able to get the revive. Not a whole lot of damage done there. Ty Guy trying to keep him from getting out of Bravo. Pushing onto the flag himself, but looks like it was not enough. Orange saying esports commentator of the year, much appreciated, good sir. I don't know if I've earned that title yet, but we shall see. And the final score going 500, 451. Not enough to bring it back. Apex getting the top squad. WJB, Time Spinner, Monaco, and Trash Can Trev. Heck of a squad. We're going to check out a little bit of the scoreboard here. Putting up some kills. Vocable Harbor 19-8. Trash Can Trev 27-5. Big Country, as we hoped for, 29-8. Monaco, we got a little bit of that action, 15-9. Surgeon stepping up big time, 29-10. And WJB, just as we thought, 27-7. Moneymaker, not to be ignored, 24-8. Ryder stepping in huge, 31, dropping the 31 bomb. Dort, Fire King pointed him out before the round, 32 and 8, and IDC 19 and 9. Weary Pup down there, 19 and 9. We do have, a pretty even split. A bunch of players on both teams playing really well. I really think it just came down to those, that map rotation and those squad spawns that made the difference. I didn't check the tickets by kills on that round, but I imagine it was fairly close. Maybe a little in the favor of Apex, but still pretty darn close. Passchendaele being the second map, this should be a really fun one to watch. I'm pretty excited about this one. This is one of my new favorite maps, and definitely a really strong highlight of how teams can adapt and get some good flanks going. This is one of those maps that, if you can control it, can easily be a swing one way or the other. Huge point swings on this map. Looks like CT either did lose one player or is going to be making a substitution. But we will keep you guys updated here as we hear more from the teams. And we get a start time. Comica going well. Apex currently taking the first map. Fort DeVoe 2-0. The ticket count is about 1,000 to 900. I'll have to go back and do a little math to get the exact count there, but a couple pretty close games thus far. For those of you that aren't the most familiar with Passchendaele or are looking for a little bit of what you might be expecting here, both maps or both teams, dropping in on Alpha and Echo here, and basically have a really big choice. They can either go to the close flags, Delta and Bravo, getting that easy secure or relatively easy secure, or fight their way out for the isolated Charlie. That does have some good breakouts to the opposite Bravo and Delta on the other sides. If I were them, I would be having squads doing each, pushing out to Delta and Charlie, Bravo and Charlie, respectively, off the break. You really only need a player or two out on Alpha and Echo to cap that home flag. But I would really like to see a really big throwdown on somewhere out in between Bravo and Delta at the beginning of this first round. I'd really like to see the teams come out pretty aggressively and even push their opponents Delta or Bravo off the spawn. But we shall see. What I want to see and what happens does not always come, mean the same thing or come to fruition. But you guys know this is one of our favorite maps, Point Gap's favorite maps. I know that a couple of these other teams have been practicing up on it quite a bit, so we shall see how much the practice pays off this game. Pretty evenly matched thus far. And over, one more thing to consider is we will have the land ships to consider and take into consideration this round. I'm curious who the tankers will be. That land ship is not always the first choice, but you gotta work with what you got on some of these newer maps, or work with what you're given. Looks like CT did get their 16th player in, so just waiting on a spawn timer here, and we will get this map 2 underway. Kamika, if you'd like to hop in, you're more than welcome. Let's shoot him an invite here real quick. Maybe. Doesn't appear to be, does not look like he is appearing online. There he is. And here comes Kamika, the man, the myth, the legend. Resident BPL shoutcaster.
Hey, what's up?
Just giving you a little bit of an intro.
All right,
Welcome.
so
And here comes Kamika.
yeah, I'm gonna be loading in very soon, so don't worry.
Alrighty, we got Kamika loading in. A quick start from Apex. Wiki getting the horse spawn. Doing a little bit of squad bomb in between Charlie Delta there. I really, really like that spawn. And they, ooh, looks like, oh, look at that. Apex with the squad change and the second squad bomb in between Charlie Delta. I like that move a lot. CT with the really strong push to Charlie as well. We are going to see that fight on Charlie that I hoped for. Lamar out on his own early. Apex getting a couple quick kills. It does look like CT's tank's in a little bit of trouble. But Lamar is going to get that quick kill. The only one holding down the flag. But Apex is going to make sure that they get some bodies there as well. Let's get a little action with Wiki on the horse now that he's got one. He's probably just recharging those nades there, making sure he can get some health back before he makes another pass at the tank there. Oh, they did take the tank down. CT making a strong push from Bravo to Delta here. I do like that. Dort getting some long shots with that. Ooh, with the Hellregal and the rocket gun. And he does take out Wiki and the horse as well.
Someone fix my wounds.
And see, I like CT's push up towards Delta here, but I really think they could push the pace. They've got a whole squad here and only 2 ahead of them. 2, 3 ahead of them. But they don't know that, and they're playing it very cautiously. And Fearless gonna get the nice little flank on him. Those couple Apex guys really able to hold down that flag well so far. And Apex's tank, Icky Bicky, getting the flank on the whole squad. We're going to see Apex pushing CT all the way up into their spawn on Bravo and Alpha. Surgeon knows he saw a couple guys wrapping around there and gets a couple quick shots on him to make sure he doesn't rat around Delta. And now we are going to see just a wall of Apex. Wiki essentially the solo player over on Charlie's side for Apex there. Apologies for the dead batteries. Lamar on a horse of his own, trying to make it out of the spawn. He knows he's got to get that squad bomb off on one of the back flags to make sure they can try and fight out of this. Now, if he can get a squad spawn here... Uh-oh. Cavalry versus cavalry. Oh, but Wiki with the cavalry lance does get the kill before they can get that squad bomb off. Maintains control of Echo. That was clutched by Wiki there.
Alright, I'm in.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a huge fight here on Bravo if you want to check it out. You got some people coming in from Apex from the
oh, country!
from the left side of the map.
Dirty! They had the jump on him, but he got a couple quick shots off in a melee to stay alive. Apex just reestablishing that huge front line in front of Bravo and Alpha. I'd like to see CT get a flank out of get out of Alpha over into Charlie or Delta here, but there we go.
Yeah,
we got CT's tank pushing
They're trying
through.
to push into Bravo right now.
That tank just needs to get out of dodge. IDC trying to keep the tank alive. And Apex taking down Lamar on the horse again. Unable to get that that squad spawn. If I were Lamar at this point, getting killed a couple times in a row on that horse, I would really just be hopping off the horse as soon as I could to get some players out there outside of Alpha. No Name Temper just trying to stay alive. And he is going to get the one kill. Going to get meleeed by Fearless. Unfortunately, not able to stay over on Charlie's side. And Apex is going to get the squad spawn clear. Fearless.
So what do you think CT has to do differently, if anything, in order to get out of this here, Video Game Freak?
They really need to get those flanks and get out of the spawn. I know Lamar's been trying, but in my opinion, that's no fault of his own. You know, he's trying to get out there. They really need to be capitalizing on those squad spawns when they have them, and they haven't been. They do have an opportunity here to get out on Bravo, but Apex is pushing into their home flag. They may lose Alpha in the process. And if they go down on and only have Bravo, it may not be much better of a situation than they were in.
Ooh, they might not even have Bravo at the end of this. Apex is coming up with some serious manpower up to this objective if you want to take a look at it. You got White Soldier, WJB, Chieftain Sap, and a whole bunch of other guys just going and trying to intercept them on their way from Bravo to Delta.
Yep.
And go to Bravo as well.
Apex cutting across, trying to stop the flanks onto Delta. WJB takes out Lamar. We got somebody taking out Frostbite. I'm not sure where that shot came from. Apex pushing back up onto Bravo. Really not a whole lot that I can see of CT trying to get out of the spawn.
Yeah, they're basically reconsolidating on Bravo and going to try and make a push from Delta, but they're going to run right into freaking Apex's front line right here. Apex is already up in already all the way up in their grill on the Bravo objective and looking to keep on pushing the issue. Apex is pretty much dictating the course of play, just not letting CT have any time to themselves and just really harassing them and not giving them any time to reconfigure their strategy.
Yeah, I think Apex is playing exactly how they want to right now. They're really just controlling the middle of the map, keeping CT in the spawn. They're really doing a really good job of keeping the rats from getting out and getting those squad spawns off. Pel's just missing a couple shots. Ryder taking him out. We will see CT make that flank over to Delta, whether or not they can make anything of it. In my opinion, Brandino's in the best position here to make a flank all the way back to Echo. He does get a squad spawn there.
Yeah, that's a pretty good move by CT. Not going all in for Delta, which they might not win out on because Apex does have a squad and a half there. So, yeah, going to Echo is definitely a good idea. They definitely need to spread themselves out a little bit more because they're not winning the head-to-head battles. They just need to spread out a little bit more and try and spread out the Apex clumps a little bit because they're just not able to push through in a conventional manner.
And that's really all they need, you know? Even if they were able to hold Alpha Bravo and get a few of those points off on Echo and have those same 3 guys try and rat out to Charlie. You know that the majority of the team is pushing the front line at Alpha Bravo and holding Delta. You got to try and do something other than just hit that front wall of Apex. Brandino trying to keep Wiki from taking him out on, and he does take him out on the horse. Gets taken down quickly by WJB, coming back to defend Echo from Delta. We got Weary Pup and Lamar trying to take down Icky Bicky in the tank. Lamar gonna drop the limpet, but he, I think he missed. He did miss. And once again, we see Apex going to be taking what I believe to be a 4 cap. CT might, you know, contest Delta here for a moment, but... Ah, no, CT making a good push back onto Bravo, and looks like they may take Delta as well.
Yeah, CT definitely playing this a lot smarter. They're starting to spread out and trying to get Apex to... They drew a whole lot of Apex guys back to the Echo objective, which Apex did not need to send that many guys back there, and CT did the old pull back and push method, get around the back and then push with the majority of your players.
It was a great move.
They just got onto a whole bunch of different objectives.
Yeah, that move on Echo was exactly what they needed. But I think that they're, again, you look at the spawns now, you've got 3 players out on Charlie. And the rest of CT essentially non-existent or getting caught out of position there. Omni with a couple good shots, but quickly taken down as well. And Apex gets the squad wipe again, and that's going to push CT all the way back to Alpha Bravo again. I think that's really the defining factor of this is Apex is just clearing those squad spawns every single time. Here, we're going to have God's Reaper trying to make it out on the horse.
And it seems like he is going to make it clear, but Wiki is still chasing him down, waiting to take him down as soon as he gets off the horse. But yeah, it appears that Apex's positioning has just been winning them the day. Just the frontline tactics of Apex. They're just really being able to cover all, and just CT having to get into lines and lines of people waiting for them with the
Wiki taking
guns,
out
pretty much.
God's Reaper from the back of the horse. And that's one of those, and in that case, that could just be inexperience with the cavalry. He had a health pack that he could have used, and he didn't throw it down. He didn't think that Wiki would take that shot, and Wiki is not a guy you want to gamble with on the horse. We got Temper trying to solo Delta here. Monaco going to get the jump on him. Apex reestablishing that front line on CT. CT trying to push towards Delta, but doesn't look like... it seems like they're just getting caught off the flags.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a really good assessment. CT is... I mean, it's okay to die, but you gotta be dying on flags. They're just dying off of flags and just getting caught out, like you say, and their deaths ultimately meaning pretty much a whole lot of nothing.
It's a lot of time traveling between flags, just getting killed before you can make it to the next flag. If you're getting a couple cheeky teabags in there from Apex.
Oh, really? Who from?
I missed it. Uh, but yeah, I think that CT's biggest opportunity or biggest thing they could improve upon is really those squad spawns. They had some opportunities to get some spawns off on those back flags, but really not capitalizing when they did.
Yeah. I don't know. It also seemed like they were losing a heck of a lot of gunfights. Apex got 100 more kills than CT did, if you look at the kill count.
That is significant.
I would definitely say that is significant.
And with the KDs dropping huge bombs, WJB, Big Country dropping 26, Greedy dropping 26. A couple new names down there. Fearless 22 and 8. Wiki 21 and 3 from the back of that horse. Ridiculous. On the other side, we did have a couple of those guys trying to hold it down. Havoc going positive. Had Ryder going 13 and 10. Frostbite 10 and 7, but really not enough to change the pace there. And to see, that's sort of the silly thing I was saying before the match started. This is one of those maps where huge point swings are possible, but Apex just really holding down that majority flag cap to make sure that CT was coming from their home spawn pretty much the whole game.
Yeah, I agree. Just Apex was just able to good and long line going on there. Nothing was really able to get past it, and as soon as someone got past it, they would just break off a few guys and send them back. At one point, they did break off a few too many guys to go to Echo, and that was what allowed CT to break out for a little bit and go for the Bravo Alpha and Delta flags, but Apex did manage to get back on there with some really good gun skill.
With where they were at in the map in the match, though, I don't think that was a bad move by Apex to send that many guys back. They had a strong front line between Delta and Charlie, and I really don't think it hurt them much to send back the guys to Echo and reestablish that front line. Yes, they had a push onto Delta and some guys rat out to Charlie, but I think that going back and clearing the squad spawn, pushing CT back to Alpha Bravo was the right play.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just nitpicking here. It didn't hurt them too much in the long run, but
yeah,
obviously because they won. But I'm just nitpicking strategy.
Yeah. Obviously, they didn't know what we did, that there were only 3 guys there, so.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
With them taking Echo, it easily could have been a squad or 2 by the time that the Apex squad got there. But anywho, an interesting squad layout we got here. We've got Apex with 5 squads, and CT choosing to go with 4. 3 of them full, 1 only having 1. We'll see if that changes before the spawn. But they're sort of leaving that one guy out to dry if that's all he's doing. Or if, you know what, it actually may be the tanker. It could be the tanker.
Yeah, you put a tanker in a squad then because he's, able to get the spawns off for no matter what.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be in a squad to get the spawns off on a tank.
Yep. Alrighty. And see, we did get that fight on Charlie early last round with those squad spawns. Apex had a crazy squad spawn on Wiki in the middle between Charlie and Delta that last round. I'm curious if they'll do it again. That'll be sort of one to watch.
I'll be pretty surprised if they didn't. It's a pretty good strategy, and basically what you have to do in order to get out in this game. The breakout strategy for this map is pretty much just get a horse to the Charlie objective and get as many people on it as you possibly can in order to win that initial gunfight. and then just hopefully everybody else will have capped up the home flags of your team, and that's basically the flag of main contention right there. So you're going to be wanting to put as many people on that flag as possible, which is where the horse comes in, obviously.
Yeah, if Apex can get another squad bomb or two off like they did that last round, I think this will be another really hard fight for CT. God's Reaper taking the horse on CT. I'm curious where he'll go with it. He looks like he's headed to Delta, Wiki to Charlie. Wiki already with the squad bomb. They're getting that early spawn. Here's where we thought exactly that Apex would get that early squad spawn. God's Reaper choosing not to jump off, and he's going to take a lot of shots very quickly from Apex. CT losing the entire
that's a really rough
squad
breakout
spawn
from CT.
opportunity. That was huge.
It's going to hurt him real bad.
Wiki with a couple quick nades onto that land ship. He's going to run through the middle, try and take out a few as they run that front line to Delta. Brandino, essentially the solo CT player trying to contest the Charlie push from Apex, and he quickly goes down because of it. God's Reaper back on the horse, trying to push Apex's home spawn or get behind him on Charlie. Icky Bicky does notice him. Now, see, in my opinion here, God's Reaper is in prime position to hop off the horse and get a squad spawn off on Charlie before he ever got on the flag. But they're not taking advantage of it. He's got so many Apex players around him, I just think he's trying to survive. But the point is not to survive, it's to get a squad spawn.
Yeah, but also you don't want to just be getting the squad spawn off and just feeding the enemy tickets at the same time. You gotta be conscientious about where you spawn the people in.
But a horse without a squad spawn or in a position to use a squad spawn and not doing it is just wasted time, in my opinion.
Oh, I totally agree. It is.
Yeah.
He has not been a very useful horseman so far, but
Icky Bicky is. See, I like this move by Apex. You got Icky holding down Charlie, solo on Charlie essentially, and the rest of Apex just spreading on essentially Charlie Bravo or Bravo Delta Echo. This could be interesting if CT makes it all the way around from Bravo to Alpha. I'd like to see those guys push all the way through to Alpha. Let's see a little of this action out on Delta here. Ryder quickly taking out Greedy. All sorts of trying to heal each other. Got a whole bunch of guys capable of reviving them, get the chain heals, but... bouncing all over the place. He's seeing how many people he can revive over there. He knows how many he has around him. And with the dirty melee, Pelsis with the billhook. Moneymaker getting some
I think
good
what
shots.
CT is.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think what CT is trying to do here is just make a. They're just kind of like going like a wave all over the map. They're just going from Echo to Delta to Bravo to Alpha, and then as you can see, they're spawning back in once again on Echo and going back for Delta, and they're probably going to end up doing the same thing over and over again, which is actually a really interesting strategy. They're just like waving over the entire map. Is what it looks like to
if
me,
you
at
can
least.
keep
Don't know if
that
that's
rotation, I think it's a very viable one. But it's keeping them caught off of the flags a lot. As soon as they had that flag control, like they do now, that 3 flag control, their primary objective should be to hold those 3 flags, in my opinion. But it looks like CT with that Echo Delta and Alpha is going to be hard to maintain that 3. I think they need to either give up Alpha and push for Charlie, or you know, rotate around like they did before on Bravo. Ooh, Moneymaker getting some good shots. Icky Vicky taking some serious damage in the tank. God Reaper was able to do enough damage for Icky Vicky to hop out. Are they going to be able to steal that tank? Or did they destroy it?
White Soldier is trying to, yeah, he tried to repair it up, but probably should have done it from inside the tank.
Oh no. CT was able to steal their tank.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
for Apex.
CT was able to steal Apex's tank with only 2 health left. That's showing some restraint by CT. As soon as they saw Icky bailed out of that tank, only 2 health left, and they were able to steal it.
You know what they say, a man's always got to go down with his land ship.
Ryder taking some serious damage. He's only got 1 shot or 1 health left. He gets taken out. Debo trying to take the shots for him. That tank next to him's only got 1 health left. They were able to get the reps off on it. Ridiculous. This might be a huge opportunity for CT if they can keep both of these tanks up.
Yeah, it appears that Apex is going to get a little sneaky back flank on the tank, though. Actually, both tanks. They're going to take both tanks out at the exact same time, Video Game Freak.
Wow. Apex with a huge
I think that's
move
pretty much
on
the entire
Bravo.
Apex team right there.
Yeah, if you look at it, it is. They've got 2 guys out on Delta,
is.
and yeah, the entire team is on Charlie.
Machine gun, look nice.
I don't think CT knows it just yet. They did clear that spawn off on the right-hand side. This is huge for CT, though. If they can get around on Bravo and rat around to Alpha, Balsamic should be rotating around to Alpha if he can. We're going to see what he can do here.
Jetzt los!
Talk about a death ball. Yeah, that's right. Literally,
Yeah, I know, right?
both teams. CT was entirely on Delta, and Apex entirely on Charlie. Apex with a pretty crazy kill split so far, but the scoreboard wouldn't show it. Or you wouldn't be able to really tell by the scoreboard.
On top!
Yeah.
Still a little early to tell.
Do you see that?
Huh?
Vorwärts!
Time Spinner still hasn't taken a single death, dude. Have you seen that?
Time Spinner, 14-0. He is currently dead, so he did just take his first death.
Oh.
Los!
First death.
And see, this
Unfortunate.
is what we were saying with CT and you know, death balling. You've got Charlie and Alpha essentially uncontested flags. They did both just have 1 player spawn there, but you know, they really could take just a couple players really quickly to contest a few of those flags, spread Apex a little thinner.
Yeah, and it appears that they are going to be distracting Apex on the Bravo to Delta push, and they are going to be capping up Charlie and Echo right here, doing a good job at spreading out and using their manpower economy very, very well here.
I like that push onto Charlie here if they can hold the spawn off. Dort getting a couple quick kills before being taken down by Salty. Apex just reacting to that push really, really well, getting the squad cleared. That's what I'm talking about, though. You had Apex spawn onto a flag, you know, completely uncontested. CT had, I think, 4 or 5 people there. Apex just responded perfectly, cleared the squad, retake the flag, move on. Exactly what you would hope to see.
First aid, get patched up.
If you're Apex.
Yeah. But yeah, it appears that Apex is pushing up with their entire team, just completely wrapping around CT's entire team on the Delta objective and just making this into like a proper large-scale competitive battlefield fight. They're just getting a nice wraparound right here, and they've basically got
this
CT
camera on
entirely
Delta
encircled
here.
on the Delta objective.
Yeah, we have essentially all of Apex just making a bubble around CT on Delta here. And just catching CT in the crossfire.
And they were just going to completely wipe out their entire team. That was freaking
there we go
insane,
again.
dude.
Apex just wiping CT's squads and just going to retake Delta like it was seemingly nothing, when just a moment ago we had essentially an entire team of 16 on Delta. And see, you know, we're watching Apex push into the Echo flag here, or attempt to, but it's really interesting to me. You've got Dort in the. Wait, who's that? That's not Dort in the tank. He's just in the tank. Oh no, Dort is driving the tank. But in my opinion, you've got that tank. You know, you've got some armor around you. He needs to be pushing straight through onto another flag. Forget that front line of Apex. You just need to use that to get out of that spawn as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it appears that the breakout from CT is going to be successful. Apex just clumping up a little bit too much in CT. Apparently,
I really don't know
very
about that.
superior in
You're
terms
saying
of-
that they broke out. They did make it to Delta. I don't know that they've broken out just yet. Apex returning fire on Dort. Dort with the repairman, but taking a lot of damage. If
Yeah,
that
that's
tank
true.
goes
That's
down,
true.
I don't think that's much of a successful push out of the spawn at all. Dort doing a good job putting down some fire, but still taking a lot of damage. He needs to get out of there.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but like, just a little bit of a funny thing. IDC is just chilling underneath the tank, just repairing it. That is really OP right there. Just chilling underneath the land ship, repairing it.
Nice move. I like it. Dedication. That is a man of his craft right there.
Yeah, he has perfected the craft of, what's it called, repair tooling.
Dort taking, again, just serious damage, but IDC able to keep him alive for the time being. All Apex has to do is take down that one player, though, and that tank will be a sitting duck. There, we're going to see a bunch of those nades coming in again. Dort really doing a good job of dropping those heals on IDC as well. Keeping his rep guy in the game. We're going to see Time Spinner attempting to take out either the rep guy or the tank as they secure the Delta flag.
Yeah, and that's another full team wipe for CT. That's really unfortunate.
Reaper getting taken out on the horse before he can do much of anything. We do have Omni trying to make that flank around the left side, which they should have been trying to do about 10 minutes ago. But, and see right there, he has the perfect opportunity for a front flank to break out of the spawn, but he chooses to spin back around on Echo. Gets a couple good kills and a revive in the process, but really an interesting play, in my opinion. He could have broken out to Charlie or even Yeah, I guess that late in the game, not like it makes much of a difference.
Little
Final.
dog saying CT needs Mo God in the mortar truck.
Yeah. They needed something different than they were doing. That
Indeed.
will end up being 4 maps, 4 rounds to Apex, 0 to CT. Apex really showing, making a strong showing tonight. I thought I predicted that game was going to be closer than we saw it, but I thought that that game was going to be fairly evenly contested, which we did see at a couple rounds. But Apex closing out the game very, very strong, pretty convincing fashion there at the end. A couple more shout outs. Big Country again, dropping 27, WJB 27, Trash Can Trev 23, 3 of our players to watch there. Wiki again from the back of the horse, 19 and 8. Had Dort doing the best he could over there, 26 and 10, and No Name Temper 21 and 10, going more than double positive, both of them, but obviously not enough to reverse that spawn trap they were caught in. Overall, yeah, I think that was a great game. GG's to both teams, but Apex really showing that they are fighting strong for that contention in BPL Season 3 here.
Yeah, totally agree. Definitely contesting that third spot up against LRP, who they're currently contesting the position with them, and it's going to be interesting to see how these 4 teams, CT, Apex, LRP, and EXE, fight for these top the positions of 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. See who goes in what place into the playoffs.
Yeah, and I think that even though that there are a couple of those top teams that are up there, some of the more interesting games to watch for me are those 3rd, 4th, 5th place contentions, because those teams are just gunning for it. They're hungry. You have to be if you want it. And those are some of the most exciting games to watch. Are the ones where you really don't know what's going to happen. So GG's to CT. They definitely came out swinging. Definitely some lessons learned. Apex definitely showed them and made them pay for some of those mistakes. But Apex definitely coming out and showing why they are in that 3rd spot and gunning for those top 2.
Yep, indeed.
But anyway, I appreciate you, Kamika. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to guest shoutcast here, and thanks for joining for the matches that you could make there at the end. For those that missed it, it was 4 rounds to 0, Apex over CT. Final ticket count somewhere around, I believe it was 2,000 to about 1,600 or so. And that was, a pretty convincing closeout in Apex's favor. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you guys haven't followed, subscribed, all that jazz, please do. I will be streaming all of our matches for Point Gap that I am playing, and shoutcasting those that I am not playing in when I am given the opportunity. So again, thanks to Kamika and BPL for letting me jump in here. Thanks to Apex and CT for having me. And we'll see you guys again soon.
Yep, take care, guys.